Hello guys, welcome to the video. I'm gonna go over what the video is about. So basically, one of us will make a presentation and then send the presentation to someone else to blindly present because they don't know what's on it. So that's basically what we're doing. I gave Bailey my presentation, he gave me his, Maddox gave Josh his presentation, and Josh gave Maddox his presentation. So that's where the video starts right now in 3, 2, 1, go.
Maddox presentation. Why Soulja Boy is the best American rapper. Number 1. Kanye West says so. Is this a kind of... Okay. Number 2. He cranked that before anyone else. As you can see, as demonstrated by Black Trick, his main Patreon.
Makes sense.
Number 4. Just woke up, swag is on.
Interesting.
The NFT. How do I sell my tweets?
Okay.
He's an entrepreneur. This is what America's about. This is what America was built on. The Industrial Revolution. American guy, stupid, lol, Peter, dumb, lol, I created, going viral.
Did you say American guy?
Warning! The context on this next slide is unrelated, but something we should bring our attention to. I will fully read the context on the next slide, so you don't have to.
Why did you say context twice? Like...
I hate furries more than I used to. Uses to. A lot more. Most of them are just weird, in a bad way. The thing that bothers me is the whole alias thing. If you like anther animals, fine. But it's the fact that their persona is them, and they use that to pretty much avoid responsibility and feel like control. And fit in.
And fit in.
That's not healthy. I hear it. The whole avoiding responsibility thing makes me think like the ending of the Babadook, where the main character is still insane and one step away from murdering her child, but still fucking refuses to get either of them therapy and thinks indulging in it more is gonna help. God, that movie is fucking horrible. She literally murders her and her son's dog and is about to kill her son.
Low-key true.
Jeremy says, "Man, I love Soulja Boy so much." Jeremy. Entry log 416. Soulja Boy from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. DeAndre Cortez Way. You, Soulja Boy, tell him, hey, I got a new dance for y'all called the Soulja Boy. You.
Bro.
I'm not reading the whole thing.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
SCP-5927-J, Soulja Pods. Special containment procedures. Containment of SCP-5927-J is to keep SCP-5927-J1 and its respected case in charge at only using SCP-5927-J3. Description. SCP-5927-J1 resembles a pair of Bluetooth Apple AirPods. It seems to be lower quality with only a small variety of songs such as Crank That, Pretty Boy Swag, Turn My Swag On, Yeah, Donk, Soldier Girl, Secret Going Hammer, Hey You There, Booty Meat,
Booty meat.
Bird Walk, Blowing Me Kisses, Gucci Bandana, Epilogue, Soulja Boy Game, the end.
I actually have a question. I have a question about the presentation.
Yeah.
Are you accepting questions?
Yeah, I suck.
So do they have Soulja Boy G Fuel?
Soulja Boy It's like its own thing. It's called Soldier Fuel.
Oh, okay. Where can I buy it?
Markiplier.com/shop.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. Hello, class. I know that this year we have to focus our attention on online learning. A bit harder than usual, but this is a college level class, so I do expect a higher amount of
College level
in your other classes. So, welcome to AP Shitposting. Before we start, let me introduce myself. This is me. Taken in my freshman year of high school. I personally, I enjoyed high school myself. I had a lot of people to know that year, but here's some fun facts about me. Fact number 1. Through my 6+ years of teaching, I have some homosexual tendencies. I am a left-leaning individual. Fact number 3. My mom actually possesses the majority of shareholding of Eminem Incorporated.
It's so long.
Now we're going to be reviewing the syllabus for this course. Number 1. Is not gay. This will be Unit 1.
Quiet down, class.
Sorry.
We'll actually be beginning next week. This week we'll be focusing on putting up our folder and setting up some icebreakers for the class. Number 2. Unit 2 will be Black Interrogation, American Pop Culture, and the Resulting Political Abnormalities. The reason, I know it seems a bit ahead of ourselves, but this chart proves Number 3. How to make movies with rather humorous captions. Here's an example on the board. This will be the biggest grade of our third quarter.
That's a college level class.
Alright. Inspiration. Every
What is happening?
The smoke detector.
Fire drill. Everyone
Is
line
that
up calmly at the door.
Okay. Now that we've reviewed our course syllabus, we're going to go over inspiration. Now, it seems to be arbitrary, considering this class and what it is. It wouldn't seem to be influenced by this specific topic very much, but you'll see it as we progress further. So, inspiration. Every good artist needs inspiration. The following slides I will showcase famous pieces of art and explain their meaning in great, excruciating detail. I understand that it is the first day and we are online, but once again, this is an AP college level Piece number 1. By Salvador Ali. Really, before I dive into the piece, we have to understand the time period, which was around 1945 when it was painted, and so we can kind of understand the hardships in that time. This is post World War I, post World War II in a way, kind of in the middle of it. Definitely still understanding the effects of the Great Depression, but I would argue that during these times when these pieces were being painted, depictions of America were very prominent, and this does not seem like an American depiction. This is obviously
This is shitposting.
taking place in another country.
It's college level shit posting.
Another thing to notice is
All right.
obviously the puzzle piece. You know, what's missing in him? He's being held together. Obviously, his face is covered. Right? We'll be reviewing these art pieces in larger units. Typically, we take a week to review these. Just going over the fine detail of it. Next art piece. Pay close attention.
What the hell?
This.
Is that an ostrich?
No, Mr. Jones. All right. No interruptions.
Okay.
Now, this peacock by Sir Francis III was painted in 1813. Right? Now, originally it was painted in Europe, and what do we notice here? Anyone want to put out some observations?
I like so there's a lot of eyes where like the pattern should be. There's eyes instead.
Yes. Not only that, the eyes are of different colors, and I would argue that not all of these eyes possess humanistic features. You know, like.
Yeah, I would agree with that too, Mister.
You done? Okay. I would argue that these eyes. And what happens here is that these eyes have detached, the ones near from the end. But as we get closer to it, you can see that it's attached by a waving sort of pattern. Perhaps it resembles being free. Perhaps heaven is. Individuals who couldn't make it suffering on the ground. Like I said, they're human eyes. But once they're detached, they don't look humanistic anymore, right?
Is Maddox laughing?
Something to think about.
I'm like.
This is piece number 3. Originally a portrait, self-portrait actually, fun fact, by Exrilius Cartulius Owl, right? Commonly known as Owl. Now, the reason this is in here is because it's a modern painting, and I want to encapsulate not just old times influenced by bad times, but a lot of you guys will be more caught up with recent events. And so this will, even though it's the third slide, the third piece we reviewed, this will be the first piece of art that we'll be reviewing in our art unit, right? Because you guys will have familiarity with the recent current events. So I'm not going to be reviewing that much because I don't want you guys, you know, I want to let you guys figure it out for once. Now, once again, AP shitposting. Let's talk about making a shitpost, right? This is an old work of one of my students. I asked if I could keep it. She said yes. In case you're wondering, Winda is definitely a newer form introduced. Typically featuring, you know, funny image, funny GIF. It can just be generally funny. It's more to convey the emotion of what's happening, and the text would feature, you know, so like when something happens. This will be one of the smaller things we review. If you study this is the kind of content that gets you a 4 or a 5 on the final AP exam. You know, this is like. When does shitpost typically, you know, like I said, you can go ahead and read it, copy it down. I'll give you guys a minute. Now I will give a demonstration, coming with the Winda caption for the following uncaptioned image. Now, before I start, I would like to relate. You know, before you're making these images, you would want to relate to the content if you have any sort of idea. So if it's like an arbitrary image or GIF that no one knows and you don't know, but this is a larger image.
It's so low quality.
This is a well-known image. Does anybody know the original source material for this?
Yes, Breaking Bad, episode season 5, episode 14.
Season 5, episode 14. Yes, that is correct. Who said that? Was that you?
Me, Evan. Yes.
Mr. Evan? Alright. Oh, alright. I love to see it when people are like ahead of their game, you know. College level class.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, you know. College level class. I'm really dedicated to this stuff. Desiccated? Dedicated, sorry.
Deprecated.
Picture this image with the caption. Teachers, He doesn't have to start with when the shitty off-brand third-party website that they made 120 students sign up for doesn't fucking work when they go put 30 students on the fucking same line.
Just to take a moment to say something, that meme will actually be available to download in the description. So yeah, go check it out.
What the fuck? Wait, why is it so low quality? Yeah, it's so low quality, bro. The stream.
Wait, just quickly, let's just like all restart the stream.
This image depicts, and actually, one of my students graduated, got a 5 on the AP exam. Really rare, but lovely to see. And they went on as a exchange student in their senior year, because it's class in the junior year, and they took these pictures of the tutoring in Nigeria. That's about it. Shitposting for a variety of reasons, people all around the world. That's why I put these images in, to represent ethnicity involved. The detail as to why people on the following sites participate. In William M. William M. is a Japanese actor, or was not, now he's a voice actor. William M. You guys actually might know him. He featured Tom in Tom and Jerry, the screams and shit, right? Voiced Daffy Duck in the recent reboot of McScrooge, really rich guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
Slim Shifty. Slim Shifty. He actually dropped out of high school at 16, and he got his career by a stroke of luck. He was on a subway, right? And he was listening to some music, and he sing along to the music, but he was on some Xanax, right? So he didn't know that he was singing along out loud. But he had this most beautiful voice, and a recruiter for an opera program in France saw him, and he spoke in broken English. The voice of yours, right? It's it's very spoken, right? And they kicked it off from there. And he actually went on to be a very famous opera singer. This is his real name, but his stage name was Zark. Gordo Ramram. Gordo Ramram graduated college early because he was an incredibly intelligent individual, right? He was able to be at a college when he was a kid, and he became a nurse practitioner, as you can see in this photo. He's in the hospital, and he was probably one of the most influential shitposters of the 21st century. Let me tell you why. The content that he came out with was so groundbreaking. It pioneered the future. This will be the end of our intro presentation for AP shitposting. Before we go, I know the bell's about to ring. This is 7th period. Go ahead and finish this up for me. Do this on a separate sheet of the paper that you've been taking notes on, because you are going to turn.
This is your exit slip.
This is your exit slip. Thank you. Thank you, So, what is your silly Fortnite name? Your first name, favorite candy, middle name, time your parents leave for work, last name, your home address. Make sure to include the zip code. Alright, I'll see you all later. Make sure to bring a folder in tomorrow, alright? We're gonna be setting up dividers, alright? Thank you.
So hello guys. This is why you should purchase a library code.
Purchase?
Yes. So Pauline will retreat. So every single day we send out our own artificial intelligence robot Pauline to sneak around town looking and scanning for people without library codes. Because people without library codes is like, you need a library code to like function in society. if you don't have a library card, are you even human? So when a non-library carded person is found, Pauline will quickly scramble away, and when hidden, will transform into this person's deepest desire. So have you ever seen the movie? Was it Venom? Yeah. So it's kind of like when Eddie Brock shifts into his Venom form. That's kind of like what Pauline does here. So Pauline scrambles back out with one objective: find the person, lure them in, and eliminate the target. Yeah. So on the next slide, imagine you are a guy who is a gay and loves donuts, and but doesn't have a library card. This is how the situation play out. So you're this guy, and you're just walking around, and as you can see on your face, something suspicious is happening. You see this Pauline robot scanning for library codes around town. What the hell? Because you don't know that this is a Pauline robot, so your response is, why is there a well-made robot roaming the streets? What is what is the deal? So yeah, so it's gone. So like, where did it go? Like, so you don't know this. Pauline is currently hiding and transforming into your deepest, darkest desire, because you don't own a library card. So this is your deepest, darkest desire. So those are for me coming. And so that's your reaction when you see the donuts, because you love the donuts. Yeah. So you're going. That's what's happening here. And so this is basically what happens in the aftermath of it all. So Pauline likes to leave library cards with their victims when they die. So what Pauline is actually holding there is a library card. And she is going to place it next to the victim once they die, just like as a sign of like, I was here. So yes, if you have a library card, Pauline will simply jog right on by. No need to be scared. So basically, like, as I was saying, Pauline only hunts for people without library cards. So there's no need to worry if you have one. Just, yeah, don't worry. Just continue on with your day. The library offers awesome music. Ever think about how libraries are boring and pointless? Well, they're not, and we have maximized your library to fit your comfort. We offer music artists such as Kanye West,
Yay.
Eminem, yeah, the guy who went like, let's get down to business, you know, that guy, and many others. But do you know who we don't offer? Hey guys, this is editing Evan here. Basically, I really like The Weeknd, so this was some sort of personal attack he just did on me. We do not offer The Weeknd, unfortunately. Ever since Blinding Lights topped the charts, when we approached him with this offer, he said he was too good for us, so he will not be offered at the library. We do not offer The Weeknd, as I said. And this is one of many reasons. After the president of a library, Evan, demanded to never play The Weeknd in the library because he was mid, we banned his music because it's the president. Like, we can't just say no because he'll probably like nuke Korea or something.
No. Okay. It's the president of the library. Like, he's not the president of the United States.
Well, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Oh,
But-
okay. He's the
but
president
yeah,
of the
he
US.
is. I'm sorry I didn't make that clear before. He's the president of a library and the president of the United States. When he was signed on to be president, he actually took over all of the libraries in the United States. So, Evan has since been fired for, ironically, also being painfully mid. So, apparently he was fired from being the president of the United States. Fired? We have it on record that Evan actually made this remark when he was fired before throwing a computer at a baby and storming out. Yeah, so our president kind of has like temper tantrums sometimes. So we kind of like when he said
that we shouldn't play the weekend. We didn't play the weekend because we didn't want to freak him out. So yeah, this is the remark that he said. I am Evan. Fuck. And I admit in this statement that Kanye is better than the weekend. And the weekend is painfully, and I mean painfully mid. So yeah. I don't know who this Evan guy is, but I wouldn't listen to him if I were you. So the story of Newton. So that's one of the books here at the library. So the story of Newton is one of the most tragic library stories out there, and I will now tell that story. So it's a library story, but it's also purchasable in a library.
Oh.
Newton was a 14-year-old boy from Austin, Texas, who had just moved here with his two dads. When he arrived at school, he got strange looks from other kids. Admittedly, Newton was bullied for being the child of two gay dads. So Newton was saddened by this, obviously, because he's getting bullied. One day after school, he went to the library to take a book on how to stand up to your deepest fears. Newton was a straight A student who could make his parents and his parents' friends laugh at any joke he made, right there on the spot, so he's sort of a comedian. He was a good kid. The only thing stopping him from achieving his dream of creating schools and educational opportunities for less fortunate people were the bullies. He needed to step up to them. But there was a slight problem. Newton did not have a library card. As I told you before, library cards are very important. That's what this whole presentation is about. He was walking up to the front desk and saw the sign that said that a library card was required. So, Newton was a good boy, someone who would never steal or commit a crime, but he knew at that moment that he didn't have one. He ran! He ran with his book, and didn't look back. He finally got home relieved that he escaped. He was so happy. Now, this is actually, this is a level 4 infraction on the code of conduct, of the school. So, purchasing a book, or, receiving a book from the library without a library card is, almost as bad as having drugs or weapons in the school. Yeah. As he walked to the front door, he thought he saw something out the corner of his eye. He took a second to look. 10 feet away from him, there was something there. Now, can you guys guess what it is?
Robot.
Newton gasped.
Robot. Oh.
It's Gru from hit movie Despicable Me. Despicable Me 2, Despicable Me 3, Minions, and Minions Rise of Gru. So, yeah. Newton was gutted. The culprit was searched for 3 weeks, but never found. Surprisingly, many have sided with the culprit. Their reasoning? He had no library card. Now you guys know the benefits of having a library card. The smash... the smash or pass test. So, in 2017, the local library conducted a smash or pass survey whenever someone entered the establishment. The survey was conducted to further prove why having a library card benefited your attractiveness and alpha lifestyle. Here's an example of the test. So, Washington vs. Schroeder. When pitted up against 32-year-old Discord mod Chet Washington, still living at home with his mom, 23-year-old David Schroeder, as seen in the image, watched from
Dobby.
Okay. Well, I don't
It makes
know
a big
why.
difference.
I don't know why you would randomly like just spit that out. I made the presentation.
sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry,
I
sir.
know
I'm
his
sorry, sir.
name.
I'm sorry, sir.
God, Davy Schroeder, as seen in the image, watched from behind the bookshelf as people came and went, voting smash or pass. At 6 p.m. that day, when the library closed, the survey was reviewed. Schroeder had lost. Washington had won by an overwhelming majority of votes. This is Washington right here. 86% of people who went to the library that day voted for Chet Washington. Can you guess why this is? It's
He's
because he had,
attractive.
well, yes, but he also had a library card, which is why the majority of people voted.
I sense an extraneous variable. His attractiveness.
Yes, but that's one of the reasons. But the library card is the main reason why people.
I would argue that his jawline went him over like that feels like.
All right, well, moving on. It will give you limited access. limited access. Purchasing a platinum library card at our library will give you limited access to various rooms in the library that are hidden to members without a library card or a standard library card. I will now show you these locations and describe the many perks and benefits of having limited access to them. So, this is the pool area. You're only allowed on the chairs. You are allowed in you are allowed in the room, but since you have limited access to them, you are only allowed to sit in the chairs.
Dude.
And that this TV on the side, you aren't allowed to use that either. So let's move on. So in this, you can go into this, but you can't play with the dogs or anything. You can only like drink from the waterfall over here. So that's basically like a water fountain, basically. So actually, the perk of having limited access to the back rooms is that you don't stay there. So that's actually a benefit. So you can be there for like a couple minutes and then you can leave if you want. You don't have to stay in the back rooms. So you will be able to have sexual tendencies with this chick, but you will not be able to go below the waist. So
Oh.
So the thing about this is that this man will kill you if you go into this room, and since you have limited access, you cannot use the doors. So this is basically accepting your fate if you go in this room.
Limited access.
Yo, look at this guy. So Desmond will come after you if you do not have a library card. So along with Pauline, Desmond actually roams around, but he's a lot more fierce and strong, and will just rip you apart. Oops. So don't mess with Desmond. He has two forms. So he actually has a very buff dog form, and then his next form is the creature from the hit movie Come Play. And for our last and final reason that we will cover, we have a couple of decent books. So Unwind is a very popular book, and it's honestly one of the best books in our generation. So yeah, we have placed it in our library. The end.
Product sales. You guys can hear me fine, right?
Yes. Let's
Okay.
go.
Product sales. Welcome to my product sales. Me. I made this presentation. Today I have products. Today I have some products created by me to share with you. I put my time and effort into these products over the years, so please be respectful. It's been the years in the making. I will let you know when it is time for questions to be asked. So don't be a rude little schneister, you know?
Don't be a little schnit.
First, let's start off with some important information about me. Some fun facts about me. Yeah, see what I did there? Hello, my name is Phineas Ferb. Phineas Ferb. It's spelled like this because I am from India, and that's just how we do things. I am half black and 75% white. So just that's just the way that's just the way it flows. And if you're not gonna be able to do it, then leave. It's just the way it flows. It's the way the boat goes down the river. If you catch my drift.
I catch your flow.
I have a phobia of little. I have a some sort of phobia of little men who claim they are better than me. So yeah, based off experience. If I had a nickel every time I got beaten up by a little man, I'd have 4 nickels. I was once beaten up. I was once beaten up by a group of little men who claimed they were better than me. I am somewhere between 15 to 46 years old. Every time I look at my birth certificate, the date changes. I don't know why. I'm highly allergic to banana breath mints, so I'm gonna put my hand out right now, class. And if you have any banana breath mints, please put them in my hand. I mean, don't. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, don't put them in my hand because my throat will close. So I'm just gonna take a basket and put it in the corner of the room. And if you have any banana breath mints, throw them in the basket. I am one of the men ever. I came to this conclusion when I was born, and I realized that I'm a public speaker for issues such as even chipmunk controversies. So, yeah, even became very popular in 2016, and I've just been joining the group of people who are talking about it. I'm actually Narcotics Anonymous, and I'm a public speaker teacher for people who are dealing with the Avon chipmunk drug trade violence in Detroit. So, yeah. And let's get into it. That's the final thing you need to know about me. I'm always ready to get into it. Little Men Repellent. I make sure to have this on my waist wherever I go. Because I don't like little men who are better than me, even if I can't manage to top them. So, Little Men Repellent, all you need to do is go to the store and get some poison and put it in this bottle. It is designed for the exact purpose of successfully eliminating and disposing of the little men creeping about in the town. You know when you go out and you get a text on your phone and your crush texted you saying, "Hey, want to go to the movies?" And then you go to the movies and you kiss in the movie theater. And then you leave and you grab slushies and you're so excited, and then a little man walks by. Don't you just want
I
to beat the
hate
shit
that.
out of the little man?
Yes,
Yeah, I wanna
yes.
beat him.
I relate to that.
Any little man caught attempting to purchase and secure this item will be arrested, possibly sprayed on sight. How does it work, you might think? Or might ask? When sprayed, little men repellent will kill little men. How is it made? Little men are acquired by the government and sent to factories to work. They think they will get paid, but they won't. Once the little man repellent is successfully made, all little men will be transported to the testing room, which I funded out of my own pocket. They think that normal tests will be conducted for a product, but what they don't know is that the little men will be sprayed with the repellent and are given a peaceful death as we engulf the room in white noise. So basically, um, this does reveal that the little man repellent does peacefully kill them off. If you don't want to peacefully kill them off, if you want them to die in pain, screaming on the top of their lungs as their organs spill out of their ass, then you can get the Little Man Repellent Plus. It's only $1 more.
Okay.
Oh, any little man with families will receive a bottle of Little Man Repellent as compensation for their loss. Any questions?
I have a
Yeah, I have a
question.
question. Okay, yeah, you go
Yeah.
first, Maddox.
So, if the way you get little man repellent is just by going to the store and getting poison and putting it in a bottle, then how do we profit off of this?
We? I'm better.
Yeah, but I'm a shareholder, so.
Okay, well, I buy your share, and you're not you're not sharing anymore. We don't share here at Evil Corp.
I have a question.
What?
Is this legal?
This is legal in every way.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, warning, massive warning, massive. Don't use on regular sized people that have the same effects. This product is used specifically for little men. Are you guys interested in this product? Any more questions or concerns?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Here's the next product that I designed on my own with a team of 12. Mathman. This is Mathman. He's an AI constructed to do math for you. Mathman will come to your house to teach you math. He's very intelligent, as you can see by the glasses and the suit and the math equations. He's gorgeous. He is not little. Therefore, there is no danger. I am still better than him, but he does have a particular design. He can do any math. His clothes are non-removable, so don't even try to have sex with him. He is not a sex doll. He's Mathman! Don't cross him. Just cross him. We've done the math, no pun intended. Mathman is ready for launch. Last week, we shipped 5 different Mathmen of all races to 5 different families to test their functionality to see if they were ready to start selling. Only 1 in 5 of the Mathmans brutally murdered and stashed the bodies of an entire family. Only 1 in 5? Those are some good numbers. They only have
Thank
a
you,
1 in 5
Mathman.
chance of murdering your whole family. So easy. Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. So it says don't cross him. What happens if you do?
Well, you might just be the 1 in 5 if you catch my flow.
Catch my
Oh,
flow.
God.
Feedback time! Let's get 1 to 10. How good is this product?
4.5.
Would you buy it?
I give
No,
it
no.
3/5 out of 5.
Would you recommend it to a sort of friend?
No.
I mean, I'd recommend it to an
Would
enemy.
you cross him?
No.
No! Don't say
I mean,
that.
I might, you know.
Do not cross him.
What if he
Okay.
Not to
touches
the
my
next
lean?
product. The Gloogy. Okay? It's the Gloogy. So, meet the Gloogy. It's Todd's best friend. So, basically, the Gloogy, like I was saying, goes into kids' classrooms and becomes friends with kids. Okay? So it's not one child, it's all the kids in the classroom. The Gloogie will be kept in the cage at the school until all the children are asleep. And then the teacher will open the cage and let the Gloogie go wild all night until 6 in the morning. So make sure to lock your house up.
Hold on, I have a question.
Once the child is in bed, you may release the Gloogie into the room. Okay, wait, Josh, what were you saying?
So you said that like we have to lock the Gloogie back up at 6 a.m. Could this potentially turn into a Fazbear situation where hypothetically speaking,
Frederick!
one child might have to fend off the Gloogie until 6 a.m.
He has a strong lust for human flesh and blood. The Gloogie will crawl around the child's room at rapid speeds, so there's no way the child to defend himself. If he sees the Gloogie in his room, he's already dead, and the school is not liable for any child deaths. The Gloogie is a government-owned product, and it is required to be in schools. What the fuck even is this? What the hell? I'm a parent. I'm a parent. Okay. Okay.
Shut
If
up.
that's what you're thinking, don't be scared. The Gloogie, although a living organism, is considered to be a device used to pressure kids to stay in bed. If the child leaves, they'll die. So make sure to put spikes on the ground so that they're not tempted to leave.
No, the Gloogie is okay.
What the hell? No comment. No, no comment, or I will get sued. Any questions?
I have a question. Is the
Yes.
Gloogie like a flashlight like bloop 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 situation, or is it like a mask like situation?
The Gloogie is a what was that? Ah! Type situation.
I have a question. So can the Gloogie be a home pet, or is it only used for this situation?
No, I need to describe this to you again. Okay? The Gloogie is a school pet.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
friendly to kids in the morning. And then when dismissal time comes, it is locked up in a cage. Then at 8 p.m. every night, or when all the children fall asleep at night, the Gloogy is released from the cage, able to feed on any child in their bed.
I have a
Until 6
question.
in
I
the
have
morning.
another question. So,
Yeah.
what if somebody were to break into the school, steal the cage with the Gloogy inside of it, and then like let it free? Like, what would happen?
It will be transported back into the cage at 6 a.m. The teachers will be able to find the cage through the GPS system.
So you do realize that teachers don't sleep at the school, right?
Yes, I do. But
So they
the
just have to
assigned
get in their car and drive there at
Are
8
there
p.m.
like
We-
teachers
we-
appointed?
every week we have every semester we have a important Gloogy meeting in the teacher lounge, and we point out schedules for what teachers have to get up every night to drive to school and release the Gloogy.
Oh, there's
Okay.
one Gloogy.
Yeah, there's one Gloogy. There's only one. The Gloogy will be transported automatically back to the cage when it turns 6.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone else have any questions?
No, I understand now.
Here's the last, but not least, product of all the products. Homeboy Todd. This is Homeboy Todd. I designed him in my garage with a classmate of mine. Homeboy Todd will talk to you about anything. I mean anything. When purchased, he is your homeboy forever.
What the fuck?
Ever, forever. However, though Homeboy Todd will talk about anything, he has his preferences. We did not do this intentionally when we designed him, but it did come about. He enjoys talking about 8 Mile, his favorite movie. He enjoys talking about that one time he met Tom Kenny at an airport. Unlike Math Man, Homeboy Todd's clothes are removable, but please do not remove them, as we have some sort of contraption inside.
What the fuck?
Does your homeboy come with any I'm trying to word this right. Risks. At 8 p.m., Homeboy Todd will ask for pizza to be ordered. If you do not order pizza for him, he will try to kill you until 3 in the morning. If you can, order the pizza. However, if you cannot order the pizza, grab Todd and force him to a room that can be locked from the outside. If you hear screeching and scratching at the door, do not cry, do not fret. He will reset. If you cannot get Todd to a room that can be successfully locked from the police, do not call the police. They will come for you, or they will not come for you. Because Homeboy Todd has a device in him that will tell the police not to come if he doesn't have pizza. Any questions?
Yes. Is there a way to like successfully fend him off? If you don't have a door that can be locked from the outside?
Is it like a room situation where you like listen for his breathing and you like don't shine the flashlight or something?
Yeah. If Homeboy Todd does not get in a room with a door that locks from the outside within 2 minutes of you saying that you will not order pizza, he will turn very big. And I'm not gonna say much more except for his contraption will be revealed.
Oh.
Following slide is a new idea for a TV show. The show. It's called The Show. Was that even? Oh wait, no, it's called. Was that even real? The episode begins with a couple of dudes breaking into a home. You know the normal things that a couple of dudes do. They will locate the contestant. They will place a bag on the contestant's head. What's located? As the contestant screams and squirms around like a little bitch, they will be knocked out. The dudes will leave the house. A couple hours later, the contestant will wake up in the same place they were knocked out in, and everything will be completely fine. And we will see what their reaction is. They might even say, "Was that even real?" Audiences at home will laugh with their friends, families. They watch the contestants struggle to grasp what really occurred. We will be moving some furniture around, playing little mind games with the contestant. Each episode has a new contestant. Thank you for your time. Consider recommending these products to your friends
I will.
or family.
I will.
Thank you.